Hello, this is Eric Royal. You're sitting with the Royals. I have my daughter Sammy
Hi, this is Samantha Royal.
and my son Seba.
Hey, this is Sebastian Royal.
And this is episode 2 of Sitting with the Royals. Last week we were talking about people being pleasantly plump, pulling trailers off walls, all kinds of crazy stuff. So we're going to continue with the crazy stuff and see what we got going on today. So from last week till now, there's a couple of things that we had to laugh and have fun with because this is all about being funny, nothing about serious and all that stuff. Me and my son Seba here, we were driving out towards our trailer. Oh, and by the way, we got a battery operated lawnmower. That sucker is bad.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. I thought gas would have more power than electric, but that thing proved otherwise.
Oh man, I used a guy's lawnmower next door out there by the trailer, and man, it took me like, I don't know, probably half hour. It ran out of gas. I had to put gas. I had to send him or just send your mom to go get gas
Yeah,
so we can put gas back in it to get it going again. And this time, I brought the electric one, and man,
we were
It was
gone by
like-
15 minutes.
yeah, we were done.
Oh,
15 minutes
really?
gone. We were in the car going.
Yeah,
It took us longer to load up the golf cart on the trailer and tie it down.
it really did.
Yeah. I was like, man, this is weird. But we're on our way there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're on our way there. And I see these two birds flying right in front of my FJ Cruiser. The second bird hits my antenna, and I go, look at that dummy. I looked in my mirror. It didn't make it. But my antenna made that noise, right? I was like, what the hell?
it kind of scared the stuff out of me because I saw, I saw the bird actually hit the truck. It hit the antenna and the truck at the same time. So you see these birds just come out of nowhere and just.
And then the antenna was
How you go
vibrating.
through, I went through a car wash, and once it things, it goes,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
was doing
exactly
that.
what
too.
happened.
Yep.
And I was like, oh man. I wonder. I was like,
That was
I
a really
think,
good hit.
oh yeah.
yeah.
We were
If
doing
that
we're doing
happened.
like 60, 65 on the highway.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? I thought both birds made it, but then I looked through my rearview mirror and there's the feathers and there's the bird landing on the road. I was like, oh man, it sucks. Yeah, I mean, it was a weird ride. I mean, and then on our way back, we're driving down the highway, right?
It happens again.
And a bird almost did it again.
Yep.
I'm like, what the hell's
Maybe
going
birds are attracted to your
on? FJ
AFK
Cruiser. Hey, don't make fun of my little
Jeep.
Toyota that I call Jeep.
Yep.
It is shaped of a
That's
Jeep.
why it's funny because you always call the Toyota a Jeep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying Jeep is great, but what I am saying is that it's in the same body thingy.
Yeah, it's got the body style. of it.
Yeah.
It's got the body style, but looks better.
Yeah, and it's got the same
I
components.
think they look better.
It's a really bad color.
I don't care. It's that beige color that everybody likes. I think it's a good looking color.
I like the color.
Yeah.
It's got the white top.
Yeah, it's plain Jane. It's an original color and everything. I
Yeah,
like
I
it.
know it's a original color, but I don't like that color anyways.
I like that color. So back to on our cruising out there. We were driving down the highway, right, and me and Seba, we stopped and got something. We got something to drink, right? Some
Yeah,
juice or something like that.
we tried to get breakfast and we
Yeah.
stopped at the overpass thing. What's that called?
Oasis.
An Oasis. Yes. And
Yeah, we stopped there, and
Yeah.
everything is closed
Yeah.
except McDonald's. All right, let's get
Food
McDonald's.
first.
Talk
So-
about McDonald's. I'm like, yo, do you guys have the 2 for 2?
Yeah.
Dad looks at me. He's like, what do you think this is?
I looked at him. I go, "What do you think this is? Your neighborhood McDonald's, man? These are Oasis, man. They're in to make the money, man. They're not gonna sit here and try to give you a deal.
I usually-
They're an Oasis."
I usually get the 2 for 2, and you get 2 sausage muffins and 2 hash browns
Yeah.
for $4. You can't beat that, you know.
Yeah.
We-
Although I was buying, it didn't matter. But he was like,
yeah.
I was like, "What do you think you had?" And the lady started laughing. I go, "What do you think you had? A neighborhood McDonald's?" I go, "No way, man." So we get the food and we're driving down, and I'm glad we finished our food before we saw this one.
Yeah.
But this guy is like right behind the trailer and he goes around me, man. And I'm like, man, what is this guy's problem? You know what I mean? And he pulls up next to me, and it was a woman driving, but a man next to her, and man, was he digging for gold.
Oh yeah, it was.
He was up in that sucker, man. I was like, whoa. You know what I mean by digging for gold, right?
Yeah.
He had that finger up in that nose. I was like, damn, where's the second finger? Is he going to get another one up in there? Because, man, he was up there. And I was like, Seba goes, damn, Dad, look at that. I looked over, I go, holy shit. I'm trying to keep my trailer on the road. I'm like, holy shit, what the hell? And he's just digging.
Like,
You know
you
what I
could see
mean?
his finger on the outside of his nose. He was
Ew.
Yeah, it was like
That's
popping
so
right here. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, that's what I mean. I see a person pick their nose, I go, hey man, enjoy that. But when
it's
you see somebody,
like real picking.
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
he's
up
up in
in
there.
there,
Yeah,
Ew.
you can almost see the nail poke out through the top. It was like, oh
Ew.
my god. Yeah, I was like, wow.
And you just see him like pull it out and flick the.
Yeah, you see, all windows up, and he flicks it.
Ew.
All windows
So
are up
he
and he
didn't
flicks
care.
it.
Like, he
Yeah.
didn't care.
No, I was
He
like,
wasn't
oh
ashamed
my
of it.
god, man. That
Ew,
was
that's
like,
disgusting.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that
real
was disgusting.
disgusting, man. Real disgusting. I was like, that's nasty. I mean, I see people scratch butts. I even see people pick nose. I see people rub their eye booger and, just turn around and, not even, just leave it there. They just rub it and leave it on their cheek. And it's like, man, finish the job. Get it off there. Get a rake or something, take a lawnmower. I don't know. Hell, ask us. I got a badass blower that's battery operated. I'll blow that sucker off for you. But
Turbo mode.
yeah, and it's, I don't know, man. It's just funny.
You should tell him about the blower, that turbo mode on that blower.
Oh yeah. He's got like this. It was funny because we just finished cutting the grass. Back to cutting the grass.
Yeah.
And I go, Seba, just blow that stuff off to the side over there. And all of a sudden he starts blowing. I'm starting to see dirt, and I go, whoa, man, no, you don't need to turn on the high button because if you just put the thing on and you trigger here on the bottom, like a regular gun, or a regular blower, it blows like that. And then they got a button on top. You hit it, it goes, like real hard. And
It
I'm
sounds
like,
funny,
you
though.
feel it because it pushes your arm back. It's how much power it's got.
It's funny.
And he was sitting there, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Whoa, man, hey, man, damn, you can't see that? You're pushing all the grass out of the ground, man. We're starting to see dirt." So he stopped and left it on low and started pushing away and stuff like that. But yeah, that was it was quick. I mean, I still can't get over it. But on another note, back to our dogs. That's another thing.
Oh, no.
Okay, I saw them kissing the other day. It was kind of weird. I mean, they were licking it on, man. I mean, licking each other, and I'm like, "There's no slava there. There's no drool. I mean, what's going on?" I'm like, "What are my dogs trying to make a porn here right on my living room floor? What's going on here?" They started kissing, and I'm like, "Oh boy!" And then you saw, like 20 minutes later, Casper puts his butt right in Buddy's face. And I guess Buddy returned the favor, and he's standing up, and I don't know if Buddy returned the favor or not, but Buddy popped his tail up, and Casper, I mean, he put his nose right in it.
Yeah.
I was like, you saw that, right? And I was like, no, did you see that? It's not like he walked right into it. He just walked right up slowly and just put his nose right. I'm like, oh my God, what is up with these two? They're two boy dogs, and they're pit bulls
Yeah.
licking each other's face
And
Whoa,
and
don't-
sniffing each other's
Don't
crotch.
tell me that. I was like having my hangover day in the sofa, and like I was watching my TV series.
And the day before, series, not serious.
Oh,
Serious means
see.
like you're serious.
Well, my TV show, whatever.
TV show. Novela.
No, the
Oh,
The
the,
one that
the
the-
Umbrella. The Umbrella Academy on Netflix.
Oh,
Yeah.
Umbrella
Season,
Academy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I was watching
That's more
that.
like a mini series, right? Or a
No,
movie
it's
or
actual
something.
series.
Yeah.
No kidding. Huh.
So I was laying on the sofa with my hangover and my head like turning around and everything.
Yeah.
And then I trying to fall asleep, and then I just feel his nose hitting me, Gasper's nose hitting me like.
Did you smell Buddy's
Yeah,
ass? 'Cause
ew.
it was like-
So that's why I
It happened
wanted
like
you
the
to
day
tell
before.
me that.
I was like,
Ew.
oh my God. Because it happened like the day before, right?
Yeah.
Right, Zena? And by the way, I found out that my two kids here cannot handle liquor.
I will not talk about it.
We were not talking. No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I take after my mom. I can drink all night and still feel good. Prime example, I was drinking all evening there. We got there about, what time we get there? Like 5
Maybe
o'clock?
5.
5 o'clock.
We got there like at 5. We left around 12:30-ish
Yeah.
at my brother-in-law's house.
Tito's house, remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tito's house. And I'm sitting there drinking my drink. I drink Tito's because I'm on a keto diet. I drink Tito's with some Bang energy drink, and it does good for me, and it tastes real good. But these two here, She's what do you drink? That Ultra, Michelob Ultra,
Yeah.
right? And Seba just drinks whatever you
And
give
I
her.
drink vodka too. I drink vodka.
So
too.
she's mixing up vodka. Seba's mixing up vodka with tequila, Patron of all.
Did I drink tequila?
I think you did. I
I'm
think
not
you had
sure.
one or two
Yeah.
shots.
I'm not sure
I'm
because
pretty
I
sure I
can't remember
instigated it.
nothing after the
Yeah.
the game that we play in there. After that, I can't remember nothing. I completely
Oh,
blacked
that
out.
Uno flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right, left, center.
We play another
left.
game, and I don't
Oh,
know what's
right,
the
left,
name
center?
of that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But after that, I can't remember.
But
that.
after that, yeah.
Yeah, I completely
There's
blacked
like a
So-
out.
bunch of black.
Like,
on,
okay.
on another note,
Okay, we can skip that subject.
Yes, I had to go to another town and pick up a trailer. So here I go. I walk in downstairs. I get home exactly like at 1:45. I wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, take a shower. I'm fine. I don't have a hangover. I drank as much. I probably drank more than these guys. But, because I'm a 50-50. You give me one of those yellow cups, I put ice in it. It's half alcohol, half of whatever.
You
So,
mean, the red solo cups?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much, I drink a lot of liquor. I can consume a lot of liquor and still feel okay. I get it from my mom, thank God. And I don't get hangovers just like my mom. So thank God for that part. But these two were like zombies all day yesterday. I mean, all day. Not just 5 minutes, not just the morning, all day. And I'm like, wow, what the hell? Come on. You guys really? And she's like, I think I got a hangover. Seba was supposed to go with me to go pick up a trailer. I ended up going by myself because I'm like, not going there. I open the room. Now, here's another thing.
Oh my god.
I open up Sammy's bedroom door to see if she wanted something for breakfast because I'm going to go get us some Dunkin' Donuts. And I open the door in the morning and they're both fully dressed, out like a light, on her bed. And I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? And I knew that they were drunk there. I knew it. So, and we have a pass thing that was done with my son a couple years ago.
Oh no!
It was unbelievable. Check this out, people. You're gonna love this. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna ask, what was that and how did that happen? But my sister lives around the corner from me. Probably walking 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And we were having a party here, and my son, for some odd reason, we had family in town, and they walked over there, all the boys, and he went with them. I'm like, okay, yeah, go ahead, no problem. And he hangs out over there for a while, and it's already 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We're done partying. Let's go to bed. Everybody goes to bed. I'm thinking he's sleeping at my sister's. I comes downstairs, 5:30, 6 o'clock. I only got a couple hours sleep, but like I said, I don't get hangovers and all that stuff, so I'm still feeling good. So I come downstairs. There's Seva on my couch in his underwear. And the first thing that popped in my mind was, did all them people from Tennessee rape my boy? So I'm like, what the hell happened? So I got people in my house sleeping on the floor, on the couches, everywhere. And I'm like, Seva. I tapped him. Hey, what's up? Nothing, man. Blah, 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 blah. I go, where are your clothes? I don't know. I go, Seva, where are your clothes? I don't know. Okay, go back to sleep. I'll wait till you wake up. You'll tell me. And then 2 of his cousins wake up. They go out in the backyard. We're sitting back there, and I'm drinking my coffee and relaxing. And sure enough, they tell me the story. I'm like, exactly what happened.
Prior, before I went to my aunt's house, I did have a couple glasses of alcohol he did not know about. So.
Yes, because I did not allow him to drink. I do not let no teenagers drink whatsoever.
Yes.
And he's a teenager, so that's why I never thought that this was a problem. So the 2 boys are out there, his 2 cousins are out there, and they're sitting there talking to me, and they said, I go, hey, what happened to my boy's clothes? And they were hesitant to tell me for a few minutes. I go, hey, man, I'll kick your asses if you don't tell me, and I'll make your mother like it. And they turned around and said, okay, here's the deal. We don't know what happened. I go, what do you mean you don't know what happened? You were with them. Well, dude, we're on our way back home walking, And for some odd reason, he started taking his clothes off. And I go, wait. What do you mean he started taking his clothes off? He just took his clothes off, dude. And we just kept on walking. I go, well, where's his clothes? Like we said, we just kept on walking.
So
We don't know what he did with his
alone?
clothes. So I go, so this kid don't know where none of his clothes is at that he left here with last night. Nope.
I lost my shoes.
Yeah,
I lost my
he
pants.
was laying on the couch in a
Underwear
pair
only.
of underwears.
Yep. I lost everything.
Tidy whiteys, by the way. Just laying there, and I'm like, what the? So that's why, when he gets drunk, I told him, you're going to get drunk with me. This way I can control you, bring you with me, and watch your liquor. Like he said, he'll never mix liquor again because he was just at Tito's. He didn't know what happened. I said, that is what happens when you don't, or when you drink too much and don't realize what you're doing.
Well, that one night when that happened, when I lost my clothes, was also the first night I ever drank before. Because I usually listen to my parents and stuff, but my cousins from Tennessee were coming, and they were like, well, when I was your age, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, I might as well try some of it with you guys.
And I've explained it to him that that's different from back in the day, because ours was a lot different than what it is now. But, to lose your pants, that would be an awesome comedy skit for somebody, because, a lot of things could happen bad. I mean, a cop could have arrested him for an indecent exposure, public drunk. I mean, they could have arrested him for so many things. And I'm like, do you realize what you could have done, man? You could have got yourself locked up and already had a record.
And then they said, after I took off my clothes, walking here, they said I also tried walking back to the party, and they went to IHOP, came back to the party, picked me up, and dropped me back off.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All in his tidy whities. All in his tidy whities. I'm like, what?
Completely blacked out. The next day, I couldn't stop throwing up. It was just horrible.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. He couldn't even tell me the story. He was just vomiting so much, and I said, "Hope you learned your lesson." He didn't. We were at Tito's yesterday, night before last, and he mixed drinks again, and I'm like, okay, this is one of those never going. He's one of those kids that at a party you can write on his face with the permanent marker. You can piss on him. You can do whatever you want because he's not gonna wake up. He's gonna stay there.
Well, that's
you know what I mean?
daily basis.
Yeah,
Basically.
I mean, it's just I don't know, but it's one of those things. I was like, wow, man, wow. So, but another thing, it is that we were speaking of back to the electric lawnmower.
Yeah.
We went to Home Depot,
Okay.
and for some odd reason, this Home Depot was full, and I wonder. Now, I understand all the handicap parking spots in front of Jewel or whatever. You got these people riding around in these carts, handicap carts, whatever, wheelchairs, whatever.
Yeah.
How many handicapped people are going to be in a Home Depot?
Oh, you mean Menards, though, right?
Menards. Yeah, Menards. How many handicapped people? They have more handicap spaces in front of these places than they do in a grocery store.
Yeah.
And if, in a
That doesn't
hospital,
make sense.
a hospital of all things, you would think a hospital would have a whole row of them. You know what I mean? They only have, a couple spots here and there. But you go to a Home Depot where no handicapped person, if any, is going to be, what are they going to do? Strap a 2x4 to the wheelchair and just roll right out of there? I mean, it doesn't make sense.
I was saying the same
All
thing.
these spots. I'm like, wow, look at this. I mean, it's unbelievable. And I've always thought about that, and I can turn around and say about it. But, sick. What are all these spots doing there? I mean, if you count it, look, I promise you in front of every Home Depot, there's got to be 30 to 50 spots. In the very front. For what? I don't know what that's about. It's not like they don't give you a spot to pick up your load. You can do it all in front of the store. This is all strictly handicap. How many handicapped people are you gonna have at Home Depot? Really? What do you think?
Well, it's never enough.
It's never enough.
Never enough.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I am ready to walk away from this thing. I mean, there is no
Wait.
never enough. Are you kidding me? That's too many.
I know. It was like a big parking lot or like.
No, it's
No, the Home Depot lots are huge.
and Menards, like they both, because
Yeah.
so many people come there for hardware and stuff like that. They have huge lots and whatnot. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it.
I want to say the same thing about Johnny's Beefs. Like Johnny's Beefs, they have.
Oh, but that's like
Yeah,
a
but that's
really
like
small parking lot.
that's a small lot,
I
and,
know,
and
but
plus
like-
but that's a lot of people listening to this don't even know what Johnny Beef is.
But you know what okay, so Johnny's Beefs is like a local
Restaurant.
restaurant.
Italian beef store.
Yes. So
But they have like 10 parking lot, like 10 spots.
10 handicap. The whole front of the store.
the
is
whole
covered.
front of the
it's
store's
like-
handicapped.
yeah,
That doesn't
I-
make sense.
I was there with
but
you,
but
and
it,
it's like,
it's an
wait,
itty
what?
bitty store, and it's got like 10 spots along the whole front of the store, and everybody else has to park
Yeah.
in the parking lot back there. I get that, and I'm like, but it's food. There could be 10 people there.
But
that are
like
handicapped.
still 10, it's like a lot.
I think it's just
I
Like
get it.
usually,
A little
usually
excessive.
those places they have like 1, 2, or
I,
3
I get it.
handicap
I get
spots.
that, but this is food. This is not a hardware store. This is not. You know, like I said, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna strap drywall, roofing material on their cart and pull out? I mean, what can a handicapped person do in a hardware store?
yeah.
I mean, they can Johnny's. They can go eat. Okay, they can get in their chair, roll right up that little ramp right next to the place right there.
Yeah.
There's a ramp for them. Roll right in there and eat. Okay, I get it. Okay, 10 spots is still kind of a lot for a little place like that, but still, they can go eat. Chili's doesn't even have that much. Chili's is a bigger not a retail, a franchise.
Yeah.
Franchise restaurant. They only got like 4 or 5 in front of theirs.
Yeah.
You know, and they got a huge lot. But like I said, I don't understand the philosophy. Retail stores, hey, have as many as you want because they do go shopping for clothes. Grocery stores, as many as you want. But a hardware store, I'm just not getting it.
I mean, you also
really don't.
have like the vets and stuff, maybe like the amputated legs and stuff, you know.
Again, why are they going to be shopping at a Home Depot or Menards?
Well,
To work with their hands.
yeah.
I
They're
get
like
that.
they're people, anyways.
I get that, but still, there's okay. Do you think there's going to be 50, 60 handicapped people in the store at the same time?
Well, no.
No.
Okay, that's
Well, no.
my point. I get it. They got to have their spots. I get that 100%. But 50, 60 spots? That's sick.
Okay. So I think
Yeah.
we should compromise. If they have that many handicap spots, they should have a handicap register. Yeah.
That's a good idea. Well, that really is. They should have 6 handicap registers and 1 public register. That, let's match the parking lot. Bucket.
Oh my.
I mean, it's I don't know. I just don't. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
It doesn't make sense, like you said.
No, it does not make sense at all. But, you know, you can't help but to laugh at public nowadays because, you know, all this stuff going on nowadays, you know, you just got to do what you got to do. You know, look at your dog. Looks so peaceful right now.
I know, right?
God, noisy, making Mama Luca. Big ass dog. He's crazy. So, how was work today there, Sella?
It was very busy. I got a lot of cleat bent in like the last half an hour.
Nobody knows what cleat it is. What else did you do?
Oh, we cut a bunch of metal
That's a little better.
and we bent a lot of metal.
That's much better.
Okay. And I went to Dunkin' Donuts like 3 times.
Why, fatty?
It's for everybody. I went for myself in the morning, and then the crew came in. I went for them, and then he wanted another cup of coffee, so I went for him.
Oh.
I did have him get one for me.
Yeah. I completely understand that part.
Yes. You know, I like that Dunkin' Donuts toasted almond, man. It's
I know. You
Good.
enjoy that part of the day.
oh,
Yes.
you like it too.
Yes.
It's a real good coffee, man.
I like the donuts too, but I'm trying the diet.
Well, you're looking good. You're fine. You're fine.
I'm excited for tomorrow though, because I'm going to pick up that car.
Yes. You and Matt, my shop foreman, are taking off in my new truck, and they're gonna go take a trailer and pick up another one of my cars.
Oh,
in
I'm
Texas.
going with you tomorrow.
Are you? All right.
You're taking the Ford, right? So my car's just stay on the side, or
No, you gotta take your car because I gotta have something to drive back. He's
Oh.
taking my Ford. Oh no, I'm driving his truck back.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Leave your pull away up there. So, what else? Oh, we were talking about passing gas last time, and here's the thing. Back in the day, a lot of people would try to think of words so that because people thought the word fart was nasty. And
They still think it.
okay, so
Not us,
Yeah.
because we enjoy it.
all right. Okay.
We don't enjoy it.
I enjoy the fart.
I don't like. No.
I
It is,
feel-
hey, it is kind of a relief,
Yeah, I
man.
feel relief. Yeah, I feel relief. I feel relief, like
Yeah.
when my stomach hurts or something like that. Like I
Yeah.
have a cramp or I didn't poop like in 3 days and I want to fart. It's like a relief for me.
Okay, yeah.
Just
It,
saying.
it is kind of a relief. I mean, when you just feel relaxed. I mean, you feel like you're under pressure, and then when it goes out, you're like, oh god, I felt good.
That's happened to me a
I
couple
mean, you gotta
times in
admit
school,
that.
though.
That happens to me every time.
I mean, like when I was doing exercises, that was the worst though. Because like sometimes they ask you like do something, and like you'd have to bend down, and you just.
Oh yeah, that happens to me all the time in the gym.
Oh my god, what is up with you guys, man?
While I was doing like a squat or something like that, and I needed a fart, it's like, oh no, I can handle it.
God, oh my god, these are my kids. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe you guys admit that. One, and two, it's never happened to me, not yet at least, but I quit working out a long time ago, but still. I mean, it's kind of funny, but, you know, you should hear. I mean, what are words that you've heard that they've called passing gas? I mean, that's one of them, passing gas and fart, so we got those two down.
I think what was it, like slicing cheese or something like that? Right?
Yeah. Man, did you just slice it, or did you slice a cheese or something?
Yeah,
How did that go?
It's weird. I know something to do with cheese, and then the other one was ripping ass. That's another one.
Ripping
Ronnie Dangerfield was it like step on a duck, right?
Yeah, who
Oh,
stepped
yeah,
on?
step on
Yeah,
a
who
duck.
stepped on a duck? Yeah, there was a bunch of them. I mean, when I was
I
growing up.
heard one time, but like this is a translation from Spanish to English, like running mouse, something like that.
Huh?
Something like that, running mouse.
Did you run with the mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I've heard that one like 2 or 3 times in my lifetime. Hey man,
Yeah.
did you just run with that mouse? Mm-hmm. You know, it's like when somebody says, "Hey, why don't we all go to the store?" What do you got, a mouse in your pocket, dude? I don't want to go to the store. You know what I mean? Because like a little mouse.
I got you.
They do stuff like that. But you know, fart. I mean, there was a lot of words. I mean, a lot, man. What'd you break wind?
Break wind.
Oh, yeah.
Did you squeeze that biscuit? I mean, what did you do, man? You know, I mean, there was just so many of them, man. I wish I could think of all of them right now because it's not like we write this show down. You know, we just do it as we go. But I wish I could think of all of them right now, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's just there was so many of them you just couldn't help yourself, and every one of them was funny compared to fart because everybody thought it was nasty. I mean, I know the one thing we were talking about when we were practicing before we started this show about, you know, breaking wind, which one do you prefer? And you said that you prefer to fart right there in front of everybody and don't care, make the noise and that's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you said you like to fake it with that fart thing I gave you in your pocket.
Yeah.
You know, I mean that
The
thing you
prank
saw.
fart
Yeah.
thingies, yeah.
And then I said I like the silent but deadly ones. This way around everybody, you walk around the whole crowd, and everybody starts looking at everybody else, and you're like, hell yeah,
I
they
can't
can do
tell
it.
you how often that happens at work to me. And I'm not even the one doing it. I'm the victim here.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, no, I mean it gets pretty funny, you know, because I actually walked in my shop today, and I saw the little Mexican guy that we, you know,
We're gonna
got
talk
in there.
about
And
him
he
again.
just came out of his truck or out of my truck, and then walked over by me, and I just ripped it right before I met up with him. You know what I mean? And then I just kept on going, and then Tito walks right past him going the other way, and I'm like, yeah. And then he looks at Tito like this, you know, turns his head, and I looked down and said, yeah, you got blamed for that one. Yes, he did.
Funny.
I was like, yeah, baby, I did it again.
That was good.
Yeah, but it's funny because if you do that and they're quiet and real stinky, man, you just walk away. But you got to time it right. You got to make sure that there's another person or more people by you, because then you're like, yeah, I ain't getting blamed for that one. I mean, a lot of people say when they blow real nasty one, they're like, man, that is something to be proud of right there, boy. And I'll be like, if you're standing there smelling it, it's nothing to be proud of. I blew it. I am proud, but I'm just keeping it silent. But yeah, they had all kinds of names when I was growing up, man. Just break wind, stink ass, squeeze a biscuit. I mean, there was just so many of them. It wasn't even funny. I mean, it just, just crazy out there. Everybody tried to do everything cool and funny back in the day.
Yeah. Things are more serious now.
Yeah. You try to make it fun, like we do, like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
On this whatever you call this
Social
system you got
medias or
going on.
whatever,
Yeah, I'm new to this stuff. They just wanted me to be on here with them so that I can talk, because as you can see, I'm a chatterbox. I like to talk. And I like to have fun. And so what else can we spit out? What happened to you this past week?
I just said.
The dog had something to say.
I guess. He's
Yeah.
whining.
He wants to talk.
I guess.
No, nothing really. The interesting part of my life during this week was my blackout night. I can't remember nothing.
Yeah,
but
both of us blacked out.
yeah.
Obviously, you guys woke up in one bedroom, in Sammy's bedroom.
My bedroom.
Yeah.
I didn't even have my phone on me. My phone was on the ground right by the bathroom.
I know, it's on the floor.
Yeah.
I said, I walked past, I'm not picking that up. It's not mine, which I should have. If it was a couple years ago, I would have picked it up. I'd have taken it in my room, and I would act like him with his girlfriend. I would have played it, man, but, I grew up. But I would have played her, I would have played her good. I would have messed her up pretty good, but, because I would get Gina involved.
Oh my God.
I would turn around and act like, yeah, I'm at a party, man. Yeah. And then she'd be like, come here, baby. I mean, she would get up on that sucker, boy. I would have got him in so much trouble. Oh, yeah. We do that just to have all kinds of fun.
They did something with me when I was younger. Taught me a good lesson. He has his keychain and has all his keys. You've seen it before.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I lost that one time. My mom found it and she hid it from me, and they made me worry for a whole week. Like,
I didn't know about it. Your mom knew about it. Remember, she did not let me know until like 2 days prior to showing it to us, to me. And I go, what are you doing? I mean, he's got it. And she told me, I'm trying to teach him a lesson. That's when I agreed with her. Okay.
It scared the
2
shit
days
out
later.
of me, man.
Yeah.
Like, Sebastian, I need those fucking keys. Blah blah blah. This is my life.
I can't get in my shop. I can't get in my cars. I can't get in the house. I can't get in this. I can't get in that. And then he's like, oh my God. And he left them on the hood of that black truck outside.
Yep.
I was like, oh my God. So, but yeah, I mean, I like to teach lessons like on hand. You know what I mean? Verbiage sometimes. I was like, I'm waiting for my daughters, Sammy or
Jolie.
Amy, Jolie.
Example
Every
from
time.
last episode.
Jolie, the baby, the youngest one. I mean, I'm waiting for her to learn her lesson, because she's still not checking oil in her car. And the car's got almost 200,000 miles. And when she took it to Firestone the other day, they called me and they're like, "Hey man, there's no oil in this car." I go, "Put it in."
Please.
Yeah. Put it in and charge her.
And that's what you did.
They put the oil in it. They changed the oil, put oil in it. They're like, "Dude, all we have to do is replace the filter." It was dry. And I'm like, "Nah." I tell her to check oil every week. It's a high mile car. Almost 200,000. Check that oil.
My car doesn't have as many miles, and I check my oil like often because we have to check the trucks every morning, so I check mine regularly as well.
Yeah, you have to do that too,
I know.
I don't think
But I don't have a car.
I don't think you got to worry about the FJ though, because that's Toyota, man. They last forever.
I'd still check the oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I maintain it pretty good.
Oh.
Yes, tomorrow.
What?
We'll go driving.
Yeah.
And by the way, I have taught my two youngest kids how to drive, and they are nowhere near as bad as Sammy.
I'm
Oh my
really bad.
God.
I told
What?
everybody I
She actually-
am a really bad driver, and nobody listens. Nobody listens.
I have
But I
the
told them.
patience. I have the patience to deal with people that can't drive. And you know, you and Jolie. It's
Yeah.
no problem. I still have patience with this one. But wow.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
explain. I mean, you took her to Kmart parking lot, or
No. I took her over here where I drag raced my cars and where your mom
oh, where she hit the
wrecked
scooter?
the scooter.
Yeah. That's something we gotta talk about at a
That
different
was
time.
something.
Sir.
No, we'll talk about it in a few years.
Yeah.
But and she goes to make the turn and she stops, which is fine.
Yeah.
And then she turns and then tries to stop again. I'm like, whoa, man, keep the gas going. Just keep putting on the gas. And it's like, okay. And she got one turn okay, and we went 16 corners, which is 4 times 4 corners. She got one corner right one time. And the rest of them were like,
And this is the FJ, right?
yeah.
Oh, then you have all right. So you have really hard brakes on that because it's an off-roading vehicle.
Yes.
So I want to make that clear as well.
Yeah.
So that kind of
No.
no.
Had nothing to do with it, dude.
Everybody knows that I am a bad driver.
Oh, I know now,
Everybody knows
but
that.
I did not know before then.
I thought she was messing. I thought she didn't really want to drive.
No, I really don't
no.
want to drive.
She
But
really
I'm a
does
bad
wanna drive.
driver.
But she wants to learn.
Like, I want to learn because I know you have a life and you can take me everywhere.
Well, and then, you know, on top of that, you know, it'd be good for her to, she's learning how to cook.
Mhm.
And she's going to learn how to drive so that when her husband comes here, because he is going to be
I knew it.
scared shitless on driving here. So somebody has to drive.
So is it different from Mexico?
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think he's gonna be a scare because he's a really good driver. So he
I'm a
prefers
good-
to
okay.
drive.
I'm a real good driver. I would never drive in Mexico. So if he comes here, he's probably going to be the same thing because he's not going to be. Mexico used to cars cramping up. Here, they're far apart.
Yeah, but
So he might
but
freak
it's more
out.
comfortable if it's not that crazy.
Right, but he's going to be nervous. Trust me when I say that, man.
so.
I'm telling you. Look at half the Mexicans that drive here, and you'll be like, yeah, they're scared.
It's
'cause
scary to
they
get behind
are,
them.
They are bad. Because they got to adjust to it.
Yeah.
It's a whole different
But
driving thing.
I believe it's not gonna scare him. It's just gonna, he's gonna freak out a little bit.
Freak out.
And the way he learned the rules and all that.
Rules and regulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because I can't. Like, I want to, but I can't.
well, I tell you what, I remember driving down the road one time on the highway, man. The guy's tire fell off, dude. I was like, holy crap, what do I do? And all I did was let off the gas. That's all I did. Let him swing wherever he went to, and I just kept on going. Because if you push on the brakes, somebody's going to hit you from the back end. So it's the best thing to do is let off the...
That's one
Let
thing
off
my
the gas.
my driver, not my driver teacher, my driver instructor, right?
Instructor.
So, by the way, Jolie would not have her license if I wasn't with that driver instructor, which she knows the story behind that. But it's because I like to talk to people when I'm trying to. I want to cheer her up, so that's what I did. We were talking like I treat her like she's my aunt. I treat her like family because they're people. Most people treat them like they're not people. You
Right.
know? So, anyways, we're talking, and she's telling me the story about her son and blowouts, and that's the number one thing she told me. If you have a blowout, which is like when your tire gives
Blows
out,
out.
yeah, you you slow down. You don't press your brakes. You don't press the gas. You just ease off the gas and like pull over when you can, and
I didn't pull over.
leave it at that.
I let off the gas, let the dude do his thing, and then I knew, well, I can either give it gas to go around him, or I just let myself coast right behind him. But he ended up spinning right off the road, and I'm
Well,
like, all right,
you
cool.
also didn't have the blowout though. Is what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like he made the mistake by not releasing the gas and crashed. Obviously.
Yeah. I mean, no, he didn't crash. He just like rolled off the side of the road and got in the dirt a little bit, or the grass, whatever. But he was fine. I knew he was fine. Otherwise, I'd have just turned around and said, somebody help him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, it was he was fine. He was fine. But Jolie, that's another one. Okay. What girl gets her driver's license because of her brother? The lady liked her brother. Not as a loved one. She just liked him because he was a good kid. And she told Jolie that if it wasn't for your brother, I would never give you a license.
Because she failed like 2 or 3 things on her test.
Yes, and she let him slide there. Okay, and this is what I mean. She's fortunate. She's got like a horseshoe up her butt, literally, because I'm glad I paused. That was awesome. Shut up, you termite. So, the COVID-19, they couldn't fail nobody, so they graduated her.
Oh yeah.
She was on the track
She's
of
so
failing.
lucky.
Yeah.
She was failing 3 classes. I mean, F. And I'm like, Jolie, you're not going to graduate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gina received today the, I don't know what number they gave you, like the IQ or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that, and it was like the lowest.
Yeah.
Like,
For
wait,
Yoli?
what?
For Jolie, yeah.
Julie.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. She
And
was
like,
failing.
she
and because of COVID,
We can't.
we can't fail nobody.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's give you a diploma.
I tried to explain that to her. Before I dropped out of high school, I was not failing that bad.
Yeah.
I wasn't even failing that bad.
You were just lazy.
Yeah.
Laziness will make you drop out of school.
Well, I also didn't like it. Had more to do with laziness. It's also the people at school.
I
and
was
stuff
thinking
like
to
that.
say PlayStation and laziness got you right out of that sucker.
No, it wasn't just place. I told you it's the people.
Oh, I'm
I don't
sorry.
like-
Xbox and laziness got you out of school.
I'm telling you, it's my social surroundings. I'm telling you, I didn't like people at school. That's why I try to stay away. That's why I ditched class. That's why I edited, because I enjoy editing and I don't have to deal with people. And
That's another thing. These guys are going to school, and I'm literally sitting back laughing. How does him and Jolie go to school and miss 4 or 5 classes, but still be in school?
so, sometimes I'll show up there first period in my first period class, go
Yeah,
to the editing room, and stay there all the way till 8th period, and go to my last period class, which would be in
Yeah.
the editing room.
And then they would turn around and say, he didn't show up for school today. I'd be like, Sarah, how come you didn't go to school? I was at school. No, you weren't. We had like 4 or 5 teachers calling us telling us you weren't in class today. Well, I was in school, but I wasn't in their class. What? How does this happen? I literally went to the school. I'm not kidding you.
I can't relate.
Oh, man.
And
I went to the school. I walk in there. I go, we're having a meeting with all his teachers. I must embarrass this guy probably about 6 or 8 times.
Yeah.
Because I walk in there and I go, I'm telling you right now, if I was this bad at my job, I wouldn't have a business, is what I told him. Right?
Yeah.
I go, how does a kid come in this school, go to the first period, he's good. Goes to the last period, he's good. But doesn't go to nothing in between. How does that happen? I don't know, blah, 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 blah. I go, well, I can tell you what happened. He obviously liked the first class. And he stayed in that all day long. And then went to his last class. Thinking that he was not going to get caught showing up all day to school. And I was like, what? I go, what possesses you to do that? And he goes, I don't like the other classes, but I like my editing class. But you still have to go to the other classes. And I just looked at the teachers and I'm like, man, how does this? I don't get it. Even without the technology back in the day, without all the paperwork and everything, okay, I couldn't do this. I would walk in the hall and they would say, hey, where's your class? It's over. Get in it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they did to us. This guy can sit in somebody else's class. I said the teacher should be fired that he's stuck in all day in their class. How do you not know they got another class? I don't get it.
I want to make it clear also that like the
God,
reason why they failed me in their classes was because I didn't show up because I passed all their tests and did all their work.
That's another thing. He would not study. Check this out. Would not study for none of it. None of it. But they said if you're not in this class this day for this test, I will fail you. The reason why they didn't fail him, he aced the class, or he aced the test. Every one of them.
So
They didn't study for him.
I'll have C's and D's only because I didn't show up, not because I was not intelligent.
Yeah. His problem was
Well,
attendance.
sometimes sometimes your common sense is not active.
Well, okay, I have book smarts. Like, he explains this to people all the time. I have the book smarts. I don't have the street smarts. And common sense has something to do
And
with it.
nowadays, you really don't need street smarts. Nowadays, you just need to be book smart.
Yeah.
But, on another note, how do you ace a test? Not only one, 4 every semester, and not study for none of it. How does that happen?
Without showing up to class.
Without showing up to class. They failed him because he didn't show up for class.
All my teachers loved me. They said they loved my work and everything. They said I have to fail you because you didn't show up.
I'm telling you, I went there 4 or 5 times, embarrassed the hell out of him and the teachers. I'm like, how does this? I don't get it. How does this happen? That's like me sending metal to a job site and say, hey, you're only getting half of it right now because I don't know if I should send you the other half. Literally. I mean, it's the same thing, same concept.
Yeah, it is. It is. He can tell you. The guys, my brothers, never believed me when I told them I could ace a test without studying. They took me to one of their union things so I could sit down and like.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Gina was there. His mother. Okay, she's got her whole union company, right? The whole side. And by the way, I own a sheet metal shop. My guys fabricate the metal, and my wife owns the installation part. Her guys install it. So she had to take this safety course.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to take wanted to take it with him. So they go upstairs in the meeting room. They're all sitting there. There's like 10 guys, right? 10 you and your mom and him.
Yeah, the guys.
And they all were sitting there, listening to this guy. The instructor goes up to him. Hey, wake up. Him. Wake up. Okay. He
That's
sits
so
up there.
embarrassing.
And then,
He asked me
let me tell
a
you something.
question.
His older brother walks over and sits next to him. And he goes, and that was towards the end, right?
Yeah.
You fucking fall asleep, I'm going to punch you dead in your face. And he didn't sleep after that. But after the instructor told him twice to wake up. And
I
I'm
answered
like,
both of his questions, by the way, because
Yeah.
he asked it.
yeah. I think that he's got his eyes open and it's just like they're or closed and they're actually open behind the lids and they're paying attention.
He was paying attention.
In my sleep.
But
Yeah.
sleeping,
Yeah.
yeah. So they go to take the test. Guess what 2 people aced the test and was able to walk out while the others had to do it again and study and take the test again? Him and his mother.
She got A+, I got A-. I only got 1 wrong.
And he slept through it. How does this happen? I mean, oh my God. When I heard that, I went up there and the instructor, because he knew I was dad, but I'm doing business. So I went up there and I goes, hey, how'd everything go? He goes, I can tell you right now, this has never happened to me before. Where a guy literally sleeps through my class. I give him the test and he aces it. How does this happen? I go, dude, I don't know. He did the same thing in school. I tell the guy, he did the same thing in school. They're like, wow, he really needs help. And I go, I think he does too, but I told him he needs to go get it, and he won't do it. There's something about his sleeping thing, man. He's just too tired all the time. And the guy would go, yeah, because let me tell you something. I'd probably never see that in my life again. And I go, you're not the first time. I've seen this already 2 or 3 times. Where he aces his test, man, sleeps through it. So.
Okay, high five for that.
I
Damn.
guess. But dropped out of school.
So sad.
Yeah.
But that with the tests and all that, I have that too. Like in college, I used to skip my classes and all that because of my work. Like I prefer to stand at work than going to my class.
Yeah.
For
I mean, you had a valid reason,
any
though.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have a valid reason, but I didn't have the time to study for my
He had
test.
no reason. Zero reason whatsoever.
Just simply to get away from people and edit. That's all it did.
And that happened to me too, like a lot
Well,
of times.
the teachers confuse kids nowadays. They tell them that, you can get so much, you can do so much, blah 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 blah. You just gotta just do that, this, that, and it's like, don't make promises that you can't keep. If the kid is not showing up to your class and he aces your test, don't tell him how much of a great person he's gonna be, because there's obviously an issue here. But you keep on telling them, keeping their hopes up. It just doesn't happen.
That's true.
I know it's true. I mean, I watch it all the time. I mean, I see it happening on a daily basis. But on another note, so you leaving town soon?
Yeah.
You'll be back in a couple of days.
Yep.
And you're going to work with me tomorrow.
Yep.
So that will be our thing. Eric Royal, we're getting ready to sign off here. We will have another episode for you in a couple of days, and then we'll be Friday here again to make number 3. Correct?
Yeah, wait,
Thursday.
so, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is Thursday.
He should sleep through this thing so that he can memorize everything when we're done.
Okay, we're saying
Yeah,
goodbye.
we're saying goodbye. This is Eric signing off.
This is Samantha.
And this is Angel.
You guys have a good one. Bye.
Peace out.